Hey friends, today I'm going to take you to do a little bit of antique mall shopping. I hopped over to Lawrence, Kansas. It's a small town about 20 minutes away, and I was able to find some things that I don't usually find here in Topeka. I headed over to the Lawrence Antique Mall with Lorraine to do some shopping. While she was off searching records, I got to hunting for industrial farmhouse decor. There were definitely amazing things I saw that were out of my price range, but I found really good things within my price range for resale. Great brass and copper pieces. Let's see what all we can find. I had to snag this brass swan pair for $20. They are just beautiful, styled up on top of some old books with a little bit of greenery. And note how pretty they look with that beautiful magenta color, which is the Pantone color of the year. I've been loving pairing it with the brass pieces for sure. This collection of candlesticks caught my eye. They were all priced around $10 to $15, too high for resale, but I enjoyed looking through them. Drop me a comment and let me know what kind of critters you are looking for. I did not pick up the giraffe. Do I have any giraffe lovers out there? Loved the weenie dog shoe scraper at $60. He was definitely a higher ticket item, but he was adorable. A lot of collections this day. Collections always catch my eye, and I don't really have personal collections. I just collect a lot of different things. Oh, but this enamelware, just stunning. This salt box, if I could afford it, $95, way out of my price range, but that enamel print was gorgeous. I always enjoy peeking through the old photos, just looking at all of the faces and imagining the stories that some of these pictures would tell if they could. Unfortunately, certain areas of the antique mall were pretty cluttered and forgotten about. I found a lot of really cool books back in this weird little area, but none of them were priced. There was stuff all over the floor. I couldn't really get to them, so I kind of gave up. Note to all of y'all that are vendors, make sure you're keeping your spaces clean and free of clutter. That way people can get through them, because those books were pretty, but it was too much work. If you're a Fiesta ware lover, here was a fun collection. I've always loved the little round salt and pepper shakers. At this price, this pair definitely came home. They were asking $54 on the ducks, which is not too bad of a price. I might have actually paid that, except for I bought a newer set last year for around $30, so I did pass on those. They would have been way too heavy to ship. Here is another really fun collection of salt and pepper shakers, a few of my favorites. Definitely the squirrels. Y'all know I love my little tiny critters. The hamburgers were fun. Here are some bowling pins. Drop me a comment and let me know if you collect salt and pepper shakers or if you know anybody who does. These lambs were absolutely adorable. I almost got them, but gosh, I don't need collections. This copper bunt pan was very unique. At $21, I went ahead and passed, but that was a fun find. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for more that are more reasonable. This tiny little lobster ended up coming home with me for only $4. I've sold a larger version, and you know I love tiny things. This sifter was really cool and large. It was an almost. I liked the teal knob, but I ended up finding one that was way cooler and a really fun masher to go with it. Now, I don't know if they were originally a pair, but I put the two together and I cannot wait to show y'all this chippy goodness. If you are new here, I know I've got a ton of new friends. Welcome, thank you for subscribing. My name is Bree. I love to go thrifting and garage sailing. I do some estate sailing, antique mall shopping. I take all those finds, I do some reselling, and I do some thrift flips. You can find all of my finds and flips along with the paint and products I sell over on my website, upcycledbybree.com. I will link everything down in the description box below so it's easy for you to shop and do thrift flips as well. These Crocs with all of the different kitchen words on them, they were big and I didn't need them. They stayed behind for somebody else. There were some really great prices on some Crocs here. Not great for resale, but great if you were looking to purchase. I had fun looking through them. I always do. There were some fun rolling pins. I didn't come home with any this time, but this is where I found the vintage masher that matched the strainer. They were not in the same booths, but I was like, hey, this is gorgeous and it matches, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I loved these little jars with their markings on them. Definitely adorable. They look cute with floral in them as well. I did not come home with those, but I did find some wooden kitchen items as well. I'm gonna show you. I didn't get everything on camera that I found that day. I've got them listed up. It was hard to sell a couple of these things, but man, I just know that some of y'all can't find this stuff where you're from. And then I have one final item I purchased that we are going to DIY into a project. So I have made these before. They are beautiful blanket basket posts. I've done them here on my channel before. I have the perfect basket for this post. I was thinking I was gonna leave it natural wood, but I'm not loving these two tones together. I do love the dark tone of the basket, and I think it looks a lot like a nest actually, which is great for this season. So I've decided we are going to go ahead and put a little bit of paint on this post. Now I just need to decide what color. I'm using a DIY white swan, which is a beautiful warm white. I think it's going to be the perfect contrast to this beautiful rich wood. I'm using a DIY white swan, which is a beautiful warm white. I think it's going to be the perfect contrast to this beautiful rich wood. DIY paint is a clay-based paint. It is highly pigmented and thick by nature, so the coverage is really good on it, and it does not require priming, prepping, sanding. I just wiped this down with a plain old wet cloth just to get the dust off of it. So that's one of the great things about this paint. It's quick and easy to use. Plus it's VOC free, which means you can use it inside. Like today in Kansas, it's snowing. So no painting outdoors. I can paint safely indoors. I can paint with the kids. You can get the grandkids involved. It is hands down my favorite paint by far. After one coat is dry, the bottom part is still a little streaky. I'm going to leave it only partial coverage in some spots. That's going to make a more natural distressing, but I'm gonna do like a little half coat on the bottom to finish covering that. After everything was dry, I went ahead and grabbed some 220 grit sandpaper and gave the piece a light distressing, and then grabbed my wet rag again and just wiped off all of my sanding dust. To seal the piece up, I grabbed DIY clear wax. It is a buttery smooth finishing wax that will seal your paint. It is really easy to apply. I just grabbed a chip brush here, making sure I work it across the entire surface down in all the low points as well. And then for a little extra aging effect, DIY Decrepit Dust will be the perfect finishing touch. It is a powder form dust that you can use to age your pieces, and I just grabbed an old artist brush and I'm really cramming it down into those low points. If I get too much in one spot, I can use my brush with the clear wax and wipe any extra back. And I do this along the whole piece, really focusing on those low points. Now that the base is painted, I am drilling 3 pilot holes down into the top of my piece so I can attach my basket. I've got Titebond Ultimate Wood Glue. I apply it liberally on the top and set my basket in the middle. I can see right down through the middle, which was nice. I could see my hole to line it up. A couple of washers and a wood screw will hold this securely in place. Now, I do put one on either side of my middle support as well. So I've got 3 supports here, just a wood screw going down through a washer, and I paint it with a layer of DIY layered chocolate and seal it up with that same clear wax. Here is a look at the piece all completed. I think I made a good call painting the post white. It's a beautiful contrast to that dark wood. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think about my antique find flip. Is this something that you would put in your home? You could also put rolled towels, different seasonal decor like a bird's nest. There are so many options. Let me know down below what you would display in this blanket basket post. If you're enjoying these shopping videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Send this video out to a friend. That's going to let me know that you like this content and I can continue to bring you what y'all are enjoying. If you haven't yet, subscribe, click the bell to all so YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new video. Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends. Can you guys hear my dog snoring or the sugar gliders running in their wheel? Just curious. I'm wondering if this is going to pick up on all my audio clips. I also have the humidifier going. The bottom part of this is a